on. Welcome to the studio. Look at this. I got two canvases set up. I'm going to try and do two at one time. How's that sound? I think I'm going to do a landscape and a vase flower pot. I had to set up a new palette, so I got all fresh paint in my palette box so I can rock and roll. I guess I'll be using glaze. Let's just put it near the red because I know I always wanted in the red and the orange and the yellow. Cool. This is going to be fun. I'm going to try and do I'll do a landscape and a vase at the same time. I'm using Winsor Newton paint, so I'm mixing some white in my yellow because the Winsor Newton yellow it's not that strong. It doesn't cover well, so it's going to be like a light yellow, but at least it'll cover better. Cool. Well, let me get started. I'm going to start. I'll do a landscape here and a flower pot over here. And if I think I've got some Winsor blue out here. Winsor blue. Check this out. I put a little white in it. Maybe I'll just darken the corners. Yeah. I usually don't like my sky too blue. I'll put some blue in here. I think I want to run some clouds in here. For my for the flower one, I think I'm going to make a purple background. But really light. On my flowers, I like to have like a very light background here. We'll just put some purple, light purple. And then I'm going to have, I'll have like some flowers here in the middle. And I have some kind of table down here. With we'll have a cool vase. Might as well just paint it all in because I need some like background undertone color here. So this is Monday. I just got off of work, believe it or not. I had to go in at, oh man, 2 this morning. I had to get up at 2 in the morning to be there at 3. I was able to make some coffee and just make it to work. And then I didn't even get to eat anything while I was at work, so I just barely ate. I just rolled up some meatloaf in like a tortilla and ate it with cheese. because I wanted to like get painting real quick, you know. So this will be the landscape over on this side. And those will be some distant clouds. Look at that. I already got a good painting going here. I'm going to do a big mountain in here. I like to do big mountains so I can put a lot of snow up there. Maybe I'll have it running off into the distance here. Like that. That looks pretty good. We'll put some purple light color down here. It's looking pretty good already. All right, so I think I think I'm gonna have some kind of water in here. Be right in there. It's like a little pond or something there. Let me get my table going over here. I'll do it in, I'm going to sketch it out in gray, and then let me make sure everything's in focus here. Marianne, how you doing? Got this called Double Trouble today. Double Trouble. So I'm going to do a kind of like a vase that's kind of a little abstracty. Like that. And then it's going to be on a, we'll put it like on a round table. There's going to be a lot of flowers up here. So I think I'm going to do I'm going to make it a greenish vase. It's almost like I'm using phthalo green. I think it's going to look good for my vase. It's like this is going to end up being a like a French not porcelain, but pottery. Green vase. I think I'm going to do a white just a white table for now, and then I'll add some color into it later. Looks like it's already got some green in it, which is good. do like a green tabletop, a light green. Yeah, I had to work 8 hours today. I'm like, I'm pretty tired. We had to unload the truck today. Uh, at Michael's. I mean, it was a big truck today. So, it's just like summertime, it usually gets pretty busy. Uh, I think I told you already, we're getting, today was the day we started getting Halloween stuff, believe it or not. We're already getting stuff for Halloween. It's only not even July yet. Alright, there's my, alright, I got all the undertone done on both paintings. This is the way I usually do my landscapes. I like to get the first color down. It kind of sets the tone for the painting. So today I'm going to put a little light blue in my white for my snow. It's still going to look white, but it's actually a light blue. Look at that. I really enjoy doing these landscapes. So this is the first time I'm doing two paintings at the same time. I mean, that's what art's about, you know. Trying different things, you know. Trying different things, and maybe something good will happen here. I'm I'm really used to doing mountains, so I can really go fast on the mountains. I got my mountains down, not to a science. It's because I really know where I'm going with my landscape. So I can get the mountains done fairly quick. Wow, that looks pretty good. I'm going to lighten up my sky really good today because I want it to look a little softer in the background. I'm going to try and lighten up some of the bottom of the mountain here, like lighten it, soften it up a little so it looks further away. This is just a wet brush. It's a soft brush, so you can blend easier. The acrylic paint, you gotta hurry. If you're gonna blend it, you gotta do it right away, because it'll dry up on you unless you put some kind of agent in it. Like the sky, it's already dry up there. That looks pretty good. I like the way that looks. You can see a lot of things going on in the mountains here. The more you blend it, the less defined it'll be. Okay, so if you want it to look really defined on the top, don't blend it. Wow, look at that mountain. That looks pretty awesome. I got one like already. That's amazing. I thought doing like a couple paintings at the two paintings at the same time would be I'd be getting a lot of likes. I'm gonna do a flower arrangement here on this one. This will be fun. We'll do a pink rose right here. I like the pink roses. I got some in the backyard. They're called Queen Elizabeth roses, and they look really cool. I'll do some purple. All right, I'm going to try the yellow out now. This is all Winsor Newton. I've had trouble with the yellow, but I put white in it, so it at least goes on a little heavier. Because the yellow, the Winsor Newton yellow is really, the viscosity is low. So if you don't add another color with it, you don't want to use it by itself. That's for sure. You got to put another color in it. Or it's going to look like, won't even look yellow. It'll look like what? It'll be translucent. I'm gonna put like a bunch of colors, so there's a lot of colors in here. Look at my mountain. Check out that mountain. Wow. You get the world spinning here. That mountain looks awesome. I'm going to put some green leaves in here right now. Just kind of like anywhere down at the bottom here, inside the bowl, inside the pot. I usually put a flower down here on the table. It's going to look pretty good. Let's see who's in here today. We got Robin. How you doing, Robin? Marianne? Wow. Pokeball, how you doing? Lewis, thanks for liking the stream. Right on, Ed. You're working on your fridge, huh? Oh, that reminds me, I got a Pepsi in the freezer. I got to get it real quick. Man, I'm glad you said that. You guys, here, I'll put the bubbles on real quick while I go get my Pepsi. It'll only take a second. There's some bubbles. Hold on. I'll be right back. Yeah, now I can tell you're old school, Ed, when you say fridge. Because that's what we used to call it back in Chicago. The fridge. I don't know if they still call it that anymore. Alright, so I got my Pepsi here. I'm trying to get Pepsi to sponsor me, so maybe if they see me drinking their soda all the time, they'll sponsor me. Wow. Look at that mountain. It already looks like there's clouds in there. The white that I put. Marianne likes the last flower one I did. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting to put in that stuff. The pig hair, yeah. Oh, I think, was this the last one I did? Is this the one you're talking about? The heart shape? I did one of the, I did that yesterday, and, oh, the blue one. I think this is the one you said. I like the blue one because it looks like it's like melting, the pot. Looks like a melting pot. That's what America is. A melting pot. Well, good. I'm glad you mentioned that because now I'm going to put the I'm going to put a handle on this pot because I like those handles. On the flower pot. That'll help me remember. I'll darken my pot. I want the pot to be a little brighter than that green. Yeah, it's going to be a lot brighter. Wow, I really like those flowers. Let's put in some dark color real quick. Some different tones in here. Yeah, I'll definitely put some of that. I'll grab my fan brush and put some of that, you called it pig hair. Alright, we'll call it pig hair. In the, inside the pot there. I need my fan brush anyway because I gotta put some trees back here now. Let me zoom back into the pieces and then we'll I'm gonna put some trees on the in the back. My palette, I just put a new palette paper in there. And it's really wet. I mean, I only like to use wet paint for the first layer, you know. It's like, man, look how wet that is. All right, here we go. I'm going to put some trees coming down this mountain, I think. Look at that. And then I'll have some coming from this way. Down to the water. Wow. It's really dark green. Boo. I think I'm just going to do a foreground down here today with some bushes. And I'll pop a big tree over here. I'm going to try and brush the branches on today because the canvas, there's no support behind this canvas. So I can't stamp on it like I usually do. It'll still look good though. Might even look better. All right, there's my tree. Wow. I'm going to put a lower branch here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. So on my, oh here, I'll try and put some of that, see if this is going to be pretty dark. Put a little bit in here. All right, good. Let's see, what colors am I missing in there? I got orange, yellow, red, purple, blue I need. Light blue. I already have a light blue here. It's made by Winsor Newton. It's already made. I think it's called powder blue. Pretty sure. It almost looks white, doesn't it? I think I'm going to put another red one down here. There we go. That looks pretty good. And since I have red on here, I'm going to put a red one or a pink one down here. On the table. Do 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 do. What a difference in colors, huh? This one, I'm gonna run my some stems in there. I use a an angle brush to run the stems down. It's just, it makes it look pretty cool. You can kind of swoop them too. think I'm going to put maybe a few things up there. I'm going to put another rose up there. I did that rose. I did this rose on my last painting, and it came out looking pretty cool. It's just like a rose that hasn't budded yet. Oh, I'm gonna put a daisy in here too today, so something looks like it's popping out of to give it more 3D effect, you know. Okay, I got my green ready for the pot. Do 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 do. I put a little Windsor blue in this green, and look at that. It's a nice blue, bluish green. Wow. Let me put the shadow in, and then I'll go back to my landscape here. Wow, that's looking pretty good. I can't believe I'm getting two of them done, and it's been 40 minutes. I almost want to put another handle over here. Let me, I want to put another tree over there. Kind of want to have like a tree to fill in this. edge here. I'm going to highlight that big tree now with I'm going to try the green. This olive green, I read it once in a magazine. They say this olive green is good for highlighting, so let's see if it works. They say it's good for trees. I think it looks all right. Kind of bright, but I was actually going to put white in it, but all right, there's my trees. Now I'm going to use a yellow ochre for my bushes here. Do 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 do. I think it's almost time for some clouds. I think I told that story the last week. There's this evergreen tree down the street from me, and it got struck by lightning, and it turned the tree all like golden yellow. The whole evergreen tree. It's about 150 feet tall. It's all brown. It all died when it got struck by lightning, and the grass around the bottom of the tree for about 10 feet around is just all yellow. It was pretty amazing. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and show you guys. When I was a kid, we had an apple tree in Chicago in the backyard, and we loved climbing that tree. It was one of those trees that you could climb. I mean, it had the perfect branches for a kid to climb on. And it got struck by lightning one day. I happened to catch it. It was red. I don't know if you've ever been close to lightning, but it gets a really bright red color if you're really close to it. And then the next day, that whole apple tree was just dead. All right. It's kind of fun. All right, I'm going to do a little more on my flower pot now. Let's see. I'm going to try and darken I'll have to put some black in it. Just a little black. Let's put a little bit of that in this flower here, so it gets some different tones in there. Wow, this is looking pretty good. I think it's ready for white already. I'm going to go ahead and start highlighting it. See what happens. The other day I used the angle brush to highlight the white, and it came out pretty good. I was able to whip the brush around and make some cool like angles with the brush. I might try that at the end. After all this dries. I can't wait to go and try and sell these next Saturday. It's going to be fun. There's they have a farmer's market here. I think I've told you before. It's not too far from where I live. It's in Fremont, and they have this market every Sunday without fail, rain or shine. And I think if my paintings sell at, I'm gonna test them out here at this market where I live. If they sell, then I might go try that one over there. And you can get in there. You could go there every Sunday with your uh, tent set up, and I just haven't tried it yet. Plus, I've been waiting, to get my the credit card machine. That you're not going to make any money if you don't accept debit cards. So I did. I signed up for the business name. I paid them. It was $200 just to get a business license. But it's a perpetual license now. I don't ever have to pay for it again. This is looking pretty good. I still got a few of you in here. Let me check who's in here still. No, it's not going to take twice as long. It might. It's already been 52 minutes. Bonnie, how's it going? Yeah, that's what I usually use, Ed. I'll just add a little white to the sap green just because it's the same green that I used to make it. And it really works good. Ellie, how you doing? So yeah, Ed, like this green that I used here, I'll just add a little white to it. Just like you said, the same color. And then you kind of get like a light green color. My palette's so wet. It's a fresh palette. It's one of those palette papers that you gotta moisten, and it probably won't be good till it'll probably be better in a little bit, but after it dries a little. But yeah, then I'll just hit the right side with that lighter green color. It works out good for highlighting. A lot of these evergreen trees, you don't really need to highlight them too much because when you go out there in the forest, they're dark. But I mean, when you paint, you gotta. I think painting and what you see out there in nature are two different things. It's got to be, or it's not going to look good. Like this is really bright. I don't think you'd ever see a. Well, you might see a flower arrangement that bright, but I don't know. It's pretty bright. What I like about these flowers, they're all abstract. I'm not. I'm not trying to make them look like a flower. I mean, they're shaped like flowers, but except for the daisy. I'm gonna put a daisy up here now, and the daisy's gonna look cool. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a daisy. a white daisy. So I'm back to Winsor Newton paint. I'm going to put the daisy right here over some light colors. Kind of doing it backwards. Okay, good enough. Do do do. I wonder if you've ever seen someone paint two paintings at the same time. I've seen someone draw with both hands two different images at the same time. It was pretty amazing. I couldn't believe my eyes. Uh, there's this artist uh, on YouTube, and he made this contraption, and it has four pencils in this device that he holds in his hand, and there's four pencils, and he does four sketches at the same time with one hand, and oh man, it's on YouTube. You got to check it out. Pretty amazing. I'm sure that guy's got some kind of job with. If I was that kid, I would get a job with like some kind of comic book company or something. All right, man, I got to really move on these, doing two at the same time. Right on. Thanks, Ellie. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I think Ed was sick last week. The lime green from Liquitex. I think I have some of that. I got a whole box of Liquitex colors. I just haven't got to them yet. I got like a big box right here sitting with all my Winsor Newton paint I'm trying to use up. I know Liquitex is really good. It's a really good acrylic paint. And they do have lots of different colors for you already made. Yeah, I'm kind of worried, ever since I haven't been sick at all. Like, you know how you usually get a cold every winter and you got to get over it, and like I'm worried that my body won't be able to fight it off now because I've been like trying to stay clear of everybody. Everybody at work. Some people are still wearing masks at work because they don't want to get sick. But I've been real careful, and now I haven't had a cold in almost 2 years. I don't think that's good for you. I really I put a lot of white in this yellow, so now it's not getting bright enough. I might have to put some yellow ochre in there. That's what I wanted to do on my yellow. Put some yellow ochre on the dark side. Wow, the flowers are looking good. It's been over an hour, and I got two paintings almost done. I think I'm going to put some clouds up there on my sky now. I kind of want to do them different today. I just kind of want to burn them in first, and get some design. And then now I'm going to grab a little blue and it's a different way to do the sky. But it'll look more like an oil painting. Where's my soft brush? Oh, that's an angle brush. Oh, here we go. I'm going to try this. It's a number 6 round. It's a soft brush. I'm going to try and put my clouds like around the mountains with this round brush. Because I want to get right up next to the mountain. You can use any color if you do this. You could use a light pink. I just like to use white because I like it to look like there's clouds behind the mountain. It's kind of like what I do on my flowers. Same thing almost. Wow. 2 paintings at the same time. It's pretty fun, actually. Because I can't remember, I've been doing a lot of these because I got that show coming up. I sold 2 of them the other day, so I know they're going to sell. If I don't want to give them away though. I mean, but if you got them priced too high, then no one's going to buy them. But it's the first day, so I was telling my friend at work what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to price them all kind of high on Saturday and feel the people out. And if they don't sell, then the next weekend I'll lower them down a little. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I watched a video on YouTube about, how to price your art, and you just take your length and your width. This is 12 by 16, so you multiply 12 by 16, and then that's what you sell your painting for. Or you cut it in half, I think. I'll have to watch it again. But that's one of the formula. That's the formula with all your paintings. How big it is. So 12 times 16. What is that? That's 100 and. I can't do math right now. Math is on the left side of your brain. When you do art, you're using the right side of your brain. So don't do any math while you're painting. You'll lose your creativity. Have you ever noticed when you're driving in a car, you use your right side as a brain? That's the side that helps you relax. That's why people like to go on long trips. It relaxes them. I have to do it the old-fashioned way with a pencil. So if you wanted to sell your art, 12 times 16, it's 192, and then they say round it up, so it'd be a $200. And I believe it said to, if you're an amateur artist, like just starting out, you would divide that by 2. So you could sell it for $100 if you're like a new artist. That would be a good price for a new artist right there. If you're well known, then you charge them the 200 if you're like a full-time artist. If you're an artist and your paintings are in demand, you could pretty much charge whatever you want. All right. I like that daisy there. Yeah, I like the rose too. The baby rose up there. Let's see. Yeah, no, Ellie, that's not the way I price my. I'm just telling you about the video I saw. That's not what I charge. I pretty much give my paintings away because I want them to sell, you know. I'm going to try the angle brush again. This really works good for, I still got to do all the, this brush, it allows you to whip your, if you do it quickly, then you get these nice cool lines in there. And then, what was that, highlighting them like this. Yeah, I got these. I took a few of these down there to the place where I sell my art, and I put $45 on them, and they sold. So I priced them pretty cheap. That's probably what I'll have to price them at the market, because but it's kind of sad because this is an original. I see people paying, you know, $50 for a print. Like, come over to my booth. You get the original for that much. Well, I really like the flowers and I like the landscape. They're both coming out pretty good. There's the birds. Yeah, I don't like prints either. I mean, why would you want to print? But you know, there's this one art show I used to watch on. They call them lithographs, though. They make you think you're getting this awesome print, and they're like, they still charge like an arm and a leg for a print. Signed by the artist, $850. I remember when I had cable, I used to watch that art show. And they weren't real paintings, they're all prints, but people were buying them like left and right. I'm gonna put some color in those clouds. Let's try a little pink. I don't know what it's gonna do. Well, maybe just around the mountain. Just right about in there. That's good enough. I don't want to overdo it. So I don't know. What do you guys like better, the landscapes or flowers? I mean, I can do either one. I like doing them both because they both take about the same much time, you know. Yeah, I like both too. Yeah. try and put some sunlight on this grass here. So you just take a little yellow on your brush and just kind of blend it into the grass wherever you want light to hit. Just a little bit. Like if you want light to hit on this hill, just put a little yellow in there like that. It'll look like the light is hitting right in that section. I think I'm just gonna do like a light yellow. Let's see what it looks like. I think it looks all right. Very good. Going to end up going over this bush. But I want to have a big tree in the front. I can highlight it. There we go. This tree, I could actually made it pretty tall if I wanted to, but I think I kind of like it the way it looks. I'm going to let it dry and then I'll highlight. I'm going to highlight this a really bright green is what I'm thinking. What do I need on my flower pot? Some color. I need some color like out in here now. I like to put that, I don't have any turquoise. We'll try a light green. I think it looks good when you put some different colors in the background. All right, that's looking good. Let me finish my flower on the table. We'll put some highlights on this leaf. And we'll put a little shadow. If you put a little shadow underneath your flower, it'll really make it look cool. Right on. I think I'm about done. I gotta highlight this tree and that'll be it. Thanks for liking, everybody. I think the more likes I get, the more it'll get. I'm gonna use a light green. I think it'll look good with like this a light green. Yeah, look at that. If you really if you be real careful and pick your spots, you can really get a nice looking tree by leaving a lot of that dark color in the tree. That looks really cool. All right, guys, I think that's all I'm going to do on these for now. I got to go run to the village and run a few errands, but I'll be back. I think I'm going to do a pop art flowers when I get back. Plus, I'm going to go down to the, yeah, right on. I like them both too. You guys are welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring my wallet. I don't even know if I have a money clip. Yeah, I kind of like both of them. Yeah, I like them both. I feel like I'm missing something on the flowers that I usually do, but Alright, I'll probably be back in an hour. I'll see you guys then. If you guys are around, come back and let me show you my pallet box. So, see, while I'm gone, you just put the lid on it, and it keeps all the paint nice and fresh for you. It's probably the best thing I've bought, because I used to waste a lot of paint. So now this paint will still be good when I come back in an hour. I'm glad I invested in that. Alright, let me put some functions on here. Old school. The dance lights. Alright, we'll see you guys in about an hour. Cheers. Thanks, everybody. That box you get at Michael's. And it comes with, you got to buy the palette sheets that fit in there, a special palette paper. But you could use any palette paper on the bottom. You got to put the palette paper down first, and then, because you don't want to have to clean that box every time. Alright, thanks, Ellie. We'll see you guys. Cheers.